What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome me to part 5 of Resident Evil 8 Village of Shadows difficulty. Now, I gotta start this video off by owing you guys a bit of an apology. I messed up. I goofed up. I had the no commentary version of part 4, the last part that I uploaded, exported and rendered on my computer. But stupidly, I deleted the video before it could be finished, like before it was finished uploading. Which means that last part, part 4, the one that just came out before this, is only going to have a commentary version. There isn't going to be a no commentary version of part 4 because it straight up just doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. So I am sorry about that. Again, there really wasn't much going on in the previous part. It was just us going through the third area, and I still don't talk during the cutscenes. I let those moments play out, so I do talk over the dialogue. If that bothers you guys like that much, then you can honestly just look up my hardcore run and see the story there if you really want to experience it. I will not mess up like that again. I will do no commentary versions for the rest of this playthrough, which we're closing in on the end of this game, actually. I didn't expect this video here to be so short, let alone shorter than the previous part. But, you know, I mean, we're really not doing much in this video. I mean, this video is when the game is actually going to start to get hard, like I said last time, so just prepare yourself. If you've made it this far, you're you're getting into the hard part again with the game. So yeah, I really don't have any tips or tricks here for this part. I mean, I do unlock this door to kind of like let these guys in and bait them to come this way, so that when I go underneath this little crawling section or prone section, I can easily get by them. There is also a big dude here, so be careful and make sure you avoid him. Just keep running towards the gate and you will be able to make it through this little like side path without much trouble at all. Once you get through the gate, you're pretty much safe. We're going to be doing the ball maze puzzle here, and yeah, this is mostly going to be a commentary filled video because there's only like one cutscene in this entire video. Like the rest of it is all gameplay. So yeah, I don't really know what to say here about these that hasn't already been said. These ball puzzle maze things, just take your time here. This is the second to last one. We have another one in Heisenberg's factory, and you know what, as a matter of fact, as I'm talking here, I meant to look something up that I'm going to be covering later in the video. So let me just look that up real quick. It was for the infinite grenade launcher ammo. So yeah, so in this part, if you guys can, I would highly recommend fully upgrading the grenade launcher, because by fully upgrading the grenade launcher, you unlock the infinite grenade launcher ammo, which I'm going to be using in this video on a boss in the stronghold. Yes, I do kind of start to use more like bonus stuff in this video. I wanted to get through this entire game without using bonuses, but I basically just at this point decided fuck it and said, you know what, no, I'm just going to use the infinite grenade launcher ammo. So I'm looking it up right now. I just looked it up, and it says, I guess, in order to unlock the infinite grenade launcher ammo, in order to unlock infinite ammo for a weapon, you have to basically fully upgrade it. And I don't know how I was able to get it, but I think I pretty much just reloaded a save at a certain point, sold the Duke pretty much everything I had just so I could fully upgrade the weapon and then unlock it. And then at that point you can reload the save again, and then from the pause menu you can activate the infinite grenade launcher ammo, which will help you get through the end boss in the stronghold section, because there's another boss at the end of this video that is really freaking tough. So be warned. It's not as tough or annoying as Moreau. I mean, I kind of went over this in the previous part, but not really, but I'll elaborate. I don't think Moreau is the hardest boss fight in the game, but I do think he is the most annoying boss fight in the game, because, you know, beating him the traditional way on this difficulty is really, really hard, and the only real way that I was able to beat him is by using that strat where I got him stuck and just, you know, very slowly would just pop a shot off on him whenever I had the chance, and it took me about 20 to 30 minutes to freaking beat him. Thankfully, this boss in this video is also hard, but it doesn't take me nearly as long, and I basically just showed you guys the entire attempt because this video is already short enough as it is. We're basically just going to the stronghold in this video, and that's going to be like the whole video. And then I end it like right before we place the flasks in the altar. Yeah, I did come back through here, do a little bit of backtracking because there's some crystal fragments and stuff. We don't have to worry about the enemies attacking us. I thought I was going to get the I thought I was going to put the gravestone in its spot and fight the big giant like monster and get the reward there, but I guess I don't do this. I don't do that in this playthrough, and I don't fully craft every single meal or create every single meal either, I don't think, because I kind of scrolled ahead a bit in the recording sessions, and after I was like done with this section, I pretty much just moved straight on to Heisenberg's factory, which is like the last big area of the game, and then you got the Chris Redfield section, and then the final boss, basically. So, yeah, I did do a decent amount of exploration in this run, and I, for some reason, thought I was going to be able to get all of the recipes cooked, but I guess I just didn't. It doesn't really bother me, though. You know, it is what it is, so we're going to come to the Duke. I guess I did all of that in my third playthrough. I guess I played through this game 4 times, actually, because my third playthrough was clearing out all of the remaining trophies that I hadn't gotten, and my third run was like my knife-only run that I did in like less than 3 hours. I beat it like so freaking quick. So we're pretty much cooking some recipes here. I do still think it is important to gather the ingredients and to cook some of these recipes, because, you know, you get important stat boosts like this one, for example, which increases your health permanently, allowing you to take more damage. We are going to be going into like this I don't know how to describe it, but we're going to be going into like this little side building when we're making our way towards the stronghold, and that side building is going to have a ton of raw meat in it for us to grab. So I'm pretty much stocking up on healing items, ammo, and weapon upgrades here, and then we're going to get going towards the stronghold. And yeah, the stronghold is pretty challenging, but if you, for the most part, follow what I do in this video, make a couple of different choices, you can get through this entire stronghold section pretty much just by like running through it and avoiding the enemies, excuse me. Yeah, I don't have enough to upgrade my weapons here. I'm just gonna equip one more part here to this shotgun. We've got quite the arsenal now, as you guys can see. So yeah, now we're moving on to the stronghold. So there are some goats here in the graveyard section. I'm just kind of scanning the map in the village here to see if there are any other animals nearby that I can hunt, but there aren't any. Yeah, just follow the signs, and they'll basically lead you to the stronghold. So there are a ton of lichens in this part of the game, so just be ready for combat, or if not combat, some just massive like evasion skills if you've got them. Man, I'm fucking up my commentary, bro. Jeez, just kill me, Ethan, please. I'm just kidding. So yeah, the way forward is up here, and this is where I think the six-winged door is. Excuse my chair. And I also did try to like nab a trophy here in this section where I think you have to shoot like 3 to like 5 like birds out of the sky, and I tried getting that here, but you know I failed, so I had to kind of like transition through it. I think I did hit one of the birds though. Yeah, I hit this bird. Usually, like when it comes to trophies, your progression most of the time isn't it doesn't have to all be one successful run. So like if you miss a bird and like see a bunch of birds flying around but you can't hit them and you're like fuck, and you decide to reload the checkpoint, I'm pretty sure you could just do that over and over and over again and keep shooting the same bird until the trophy pops. But again, that's another trophy that I don't think I'm gonna get until my third run of the games, and I'm, you know, getting ahead of myself, of course, as always. So we have a pig here. We're going to shoot it to pick up its raw meat, and this is the little building here that I was talking about that has ammo and supplies and a ton of raw meat in it. I mean, I have to take the raw meat to the Duke and craft at least, like, one more recipe. I don't know why I didn't finish the recipes, dude. Like, I literally... I was just looking at it right now as I was at the Duke. I don't have that much left to fully craft all of the recipes. I keep saying craft. Cook the recipes. So we got this big guy in here. We're going to avoid him, though, because he's not really our concern. There is ammo and supplies in this room, but we're not going to, grab any of it. We're just going to shoot these locks instead and make our way through this door, because there's plenty of stuff for us to grab here in this room, and this big guy can't follow us in here, which is good for us. So we got an herb in here, like I said, plenty of raw meat, poultry. I don't know if there's any like fish food here, or like fish meat, fish food, whatever. We got some metal scrap on the floor. We can use to craft some mines, so I would take advantage of that. There is fish food in here, nice. Okay, so maybe I do get close to crafting like pretty much all of the recipes. There is one where you do have to like pretty much like find like a rare fish, but in order to do that, you have to kind of like go off the beaten path to like this other area that I've actually been to before in my first run of the game. And yeah, I mean, editing this whole run together so far has just been a freaking experience, man. It's like putting a fucking puzzle together. You know, it's like I have to cut through all of these unsuccessful attempts, but also show you guys my successful attempts and what I did and how I did it, while also making the video as coherent as possible. So we're going to avoid these guys, just keep running. I crafted some explosive rounds here. And yeah, up these stairs, and this is where shit is going to get real, so get ready. There are a ton of enemies up here waiting for us, but like I said before, we're just going to run past most of them. You know, as long as you have some health items, you can pretty much make it past the enemies without having to worry about, you know, dying. You know, you probably will take some damage. I recommend shooting these crates here to move just a little bit faster, because you don't want to get stuck. They're all pretty much chasing us right now. And yeah, just keep running up here. Once you get around the corner here, if you're quick enough, you can turn around and shoot this red barrel here to get hopefully some of them, but I missed because I did like a hip fire shot there and it wasn't accurate enough to actually land on the barrel. But just keep running, and you know, you might die on this part a couple of times, but You know, if you do, then it's totally fine. Like, this is the most tame part of the stronghold here. So we do have to pull these two levers here in order to open up this door, which means we have to hold out for a little bit of time. What I basically do here is I equip some mines, and when I head up this second set of stairs, I'm going to set just a fuck ton of mines here to like slow the enemies down so that I can grab this lever and not have to worry about getting hit by any of them. So this guy jumped across and got hit by that mine, but thankfully I still had one mine here left, and I did take some damage here, but it's fine because our health was, you know, increased with that recipe. So just use a health drink, jump down, and keep running basically, and the doors will be open in no time and you'll be able to get through here. Once you make it past this threshold here and up these stairs, the enemies aren't going to chase you anymore. I kind of thought like maybe the enemies would despawn here, so I tried going back to see if I could, you know, loot the area for more resources, but, you know, I quickly found out the second that I went through this door that the enemies are still there, so I would not go back. Just, you know, keep going forward, and yeah, we're in the stronghold now. So we're about to enter the lair den of the Lycans, and yeah, this part coming up is brutal, so make sure you are well prepared and well stocked. I'm pretty well stocked here. I think I'm actually using the M19 right now. I mean, I got the extended mag on it, so I basically, at a certain point, just said, fuck it, I'm going to start using this weapon. But yeah, there are some stairs up here, but there's really nowhere for us to go here. As soon as you enter into the lair, all hell is going to break loose. So there's a little transition because I did die once on this place. First thing I like to do is jump down and grab all of this stuff here. The enemies are immediately going to be alerted to your presence, so just be as quick as possible and don't dawdle. You know, don't waste any time. I got pretty unlucky here, and they all kind of piled up on me. And I went through literally like all of my freaking health drinks, and was in kind of like close to critical state of health, but I made it through this part, so, you know, it's fine. Just push through, basically, and you'll make it through. Ideally, you don't want to waste your health drinks, because once you get to the door up at the top of this room, there are a ton of enemies, and, you know, it's helpful to have at least one health item here so that you can take some damage. I like to get the pipe bombs out and just chuck a bunch of pipe bombs to try and see if I could, like, basically get these guys to, you know, be stunned for a bit, and I damaged myself with my own pipe bomb there. But I had enough to, like, actually craft a med pack there. Not a med pack, a health drink. I'm calling them health drinks, even though you wouldn't really drink the health drinks in this game. They're more like disinfectants, like hydrogen peroxide, you know, or some shit. But yeah, once you make it through these stairs, you're pretty much safe. The enemies aren't going to chase you anymore, and now we're on to the boss. So this boss, man, it's definitely, you know, it definitely keeps that theme going that's been going throughout this entire game for the most part. Of they like to throw bosses at you in the most tight, confined spaces possible, which, I mean, I think that it's a little bit easier to do some of these bosses, like these confined bosses in third-person mode, because you can spin the camera around a lot quicker. In first person, it's a lot harder, because if you start taking damage from behind, it takes you time to actually turn around and see what's hitting you. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you could switch to third person, like, mid-playthrough, but, you know, if you are here and you made it to this point and you're in third person, you're playing the game in the best mode. So, yeah, now I have the unlimited grenade launcher ammo equipped here. You have to equip it through the pause menu. Like I said, you have to fully upgrade the grenade launcher in order to unlock the infinite ammo for it. And the best way to do that is to pretty much just create a save when you make it to the Duke, sell every single item that you have, all the weapons, everything you have, to get as much lay as you can to pretty much fully upgrade the grenade launcher. And then once the challenge is unlocked, then you can just reload the save and you'll have all your weapons again, and you can pretty much just equip the unlimited grenade launcher ammo. So this is the trick that I use. It's a pretty repetitive trick, but it works and it gets the job done. I went through all of my sniper rifle ammo on this fool. Make sure you have the flash grenades equipped, and this is what you do. You basically just shoot him with a flash grenade, pull the sniper out, aim, shoot him in the head, pull the grenade launcher out, reload it, shoot him with a flash grenade, pull the sniper out, headshot, and you just repeat this formula, this pattern over and over and over and over and over again until he's dead. Like I said, I have 30 sniper rifle bullets, and I went through all of my sniper rifle ammo on this guy. Just keep doing this. It is, in my opinion, one of the most effective ways to beat him. Eventually, you will run out of sniper rifle ammo, and you'll have to reload. And when that moment comes, you're not going to have enough time to like reload both weapons before he, does his next like attack, which is basically summoning, Lycan enemies to like come and, fuck with us while we're trying to fight the guy, which is really annoying. But, if you do this strat here, you can pretty much get through this fight. You'll still have to fight some Lycans, but, it is what it is. When the Lycans come, I always switch to the actual grenade itself, the grenade ammo, so that I can blow them up, basically. I don't know what was happening here, but my dude was like literally stuck a little bit. So when he jumps back up to where he jumped down initially, this is when he's going to start summoning the enemies, and get as many shots as you can on him if you can. Once they jump down, we're going to, like I said, get the grenade ammo out, and we're just going to start like shooting them with grenade launcher ammo, basically. And I got very lucky here, and he took out some of his own guys for me. Idiot. And then once they're all taken out, we're going to switch back to the flash ammo again and just repeat the same pattern again. I got very lucky here and didn't get hit by him. Always guard. Remember that. I know I've said it a million times in this run, but always guard every single time you are fighting a crazy boss like this, because, this is another really, really spongy enemy, as you can tell. I'm just, like, unloading sniper headshots on this guy, and he is not, like, even taking a scratch. But he is taking damage, so, yeah. The best way to know when you actually land a hit is when you see that, like, red mist, which is basically blood. When you see the blood, then you basically, actually hit him and connected a shot. You don't want to miss a single shot, obviously. I chose to reload the sniper rifle here at this moment, and it gave me just enough time to also reload the grenade launcher and shoot him with flash rounds. And we're just doing the same pattern over and over and over again. I know it may seem very tedious, but trust me, if you want to fight this guy the traditional way, it's a lot harder. So I would just take, my advice and do this whole strat here. Odds are, if you've played the game before, which you all have, you'll have enough to fully upgrade your grenade launcher at a certain point. Just keep it in mind. If you are trying to fight this guy the traditional way, I would still recommend using the sniper rifle. He has a range of attacks, as you guys are going to see. Man, my chair is really loud today. He has a range of attacks that he's going to hit you with. The best thing to do is to like use these like pillars, these columns, to like avoid him or shield yourself from his attacks. I mean, you're going to see it in a little bit. I use this like technique where I hide behind a pillar basically to shield myself from his attacks, where he like swings that giant weapon around, and it is very helpful. There are also phases where he'll like straight up just break the column off and like pick it up over his head and like throw it at you. You can stand like right underneath him and Not all the time, but a lot of the time you can be safe from him when he does that attack, when he throws the column at you, I believe. But here I'm getting very close to running out of ammo, so yeah, one more shot and I have to switch to the grenade launcher and the pistol, which is basically what I do here. So I just start unloading pistol shots on him here. You have a few frames to actually get some headshots on him. And once you run out of sniper rifle ammo, switch back to the grenade launcher ammo. Stun them one last time so that when these enemies jump down, you can have enough time to take them out, basically, with the grenade launcher. And now it's pretty much on to just him for the rest of the fight. He does get me here, but thankfully I was able to craft a health drink and use it and get away from him. And yeah, now we're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna use the grenade launcher and the pistol here to finish him off. So he's very close to being done now. So just keep shooting grenade launcher ammo at him, and eventually he will die. This is what I was talking about before. When he starts doing this swing attack, if you get behind this pillar here, most of the time, you know, as long as, you know, he's like parallel to you behind the pillar, he's not going to hit you with his attacks. So just keep shooting him. This is the other attack I was talking about, where he'll straight up just grab the pillar and throw it at you. Actually, I don't think standing underneath him is a good idea here. Get behind another pillar here to be safe. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of the fight now. Once he does that and starts turning all hard and shit, that's what she said, that's pretty much the end of the fight. So yeah, that's that guy done. I don't know how long I was fighting him for, but I was fighting him for a while. I think at least like another like hour to like hour and a half. When you come here in this room, there's a ton of crystal fragments that you can shoot. Yeah, just congratulate yourself because you're through the stronghold now, and it's pretty much on to Heisenberg's factory now, which is a whole other section in and of itself. So make sure you're grabbing all these resources, and the only cutscene cinematic of this video is coming up right now.
What?
You're the real deal, Ethan. Well done.
Quit hiding, asshole. I'm not letting you get out of this.
Cool your jets. Just a little bit more, and you're all wrapped up. I'll lend you a hand. So in exchange...
In exchange what?
First of all, come to me. Put all the flasks in the altar, and I'm sure you'll figure the rest out. See you, Ethan.
God damn it.
I love Heisenberg, man. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the game, to be honest. He's such a cool character, bro. It's like he's so like, it's just like he's like an X-Men mutant, you know? I love him. So we do have one last little section here to get through before we're completely out of this. And I think you can actually take the boat through more of this, I believe. I'm looking right now, looking as hard as I can. Or this might be, actually no, this is a dead end, never mind. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys all the extra stuff in my third playthrough. Do not worry. I'm worrying about it, which is why I keep bringing it up. But yeah, there is a little section down here that we're going to go down into to scavenge for resources and whatnot. There are enemies that do attack you here too, but they don't attack you until you start to like exit the area. So you're pretty much safe here. You don't have to worry about them coming at you until you, like I said, leave the area. So take your time, don't rush this. And when we climb up that ladder, we are basically going to be coming through that door near the church that was like locked before, and we're pretty much going to be able to just make a straight shot straight towards the altar and you know, move on to the next area. So Like I said, as soon as you start making your way up here, the enemies are going to attack. I got very lucky here, and I pushed this guy, and it whipped the camera around and kicked him conveniently, like, right away from me, so I could just get right by him. And there's another guy on the stairs here. I don't know what I was running around looking around here for. I think I was looking around for, like, other paths we can go to, but there's really nothing else here. When you're ready to continue, just climb up the ladder and make your way back towards the Duke, and that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's a crystal fragment up here. If you did enjoy this, please comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and next time on Resident Evil 8 Village of Shadows, we are going to start the Heisenberg section. So I will see you guys then. Peace.